What's up, everybody? Figure I'd give you all an update, talk about everything that's going on lately. 2019 has already started off to be a hell of a year. Um, me personally, has been concentrating on business and stuff, and taking care of personal stuff, getting toxic shit out of my life. Namely, I had a roommate that I was letting sublease my second room here, and oh god, just they were fine for a while, but it just became extremely toxic, their behavior. So I had to boot them out, so I got to foot the bill myself for a little while, and that kind of hurts, but it had to be done. Had to be done. Other than that, life goes on as usual for me, much. And so for I don't know how long now, years I've been talking about masculinity being under attack. Uh, some people saw it, some people thought I was crazy. But already in 2019, we can see it. We'll start off with that Gillette commercial. It's just basically just saying everything that men do. We shouldn't do like that. We should be more like women. Why are we fighting? And why do we roughhouse? And why do we play? And why do we do this? And we can do better as men. What a load of fucking cock shit. Their company will suffer from it. If you search that video, just Gillette commercial, it's already got like 300,000 dislikes and like I think it was like 80K likes or something. So this company, you know, they've turned on their primary consumer. Just whoever made that decision, business wise, what the fuck were you thinking? You're an idiot. Um, it's not that big of a deal. That's the beauty of capitalism. If you do something like that, you suffer, and they will suffer for it financially. I'm not particularly butthurt by it personally, but just to show them, yeah, I'm not buying Gillette products anymore. So that's one, and I'm sure there's hundreds of thousands of guys out there saying the same thing. So enjoy that, Gillette. That's what you get. The more concerning stuff is the APA basically pathologizing masculine traits. That's actually very scary. You know, their job is to be professional um, and have done the correct research before they throw some stuff out. But now just having masculine traits is considered a mental health problem. You know, and this is the shit I've been talking about. I've been talking about this for years, but the concerning part about it, is what's their end game? What are they really trying to accomplish? Why are you trying to destroy masculinity? Um, it seems almost like they're doing it on purpose, and they know exactly what they're doing. Um, but really, what it reminds me of, you got to think that the effect that this has on young boys and men everywhere. Um, like remember, when you were in a narcissistic household or dealing with a narcissistic partner, they're constantly telling you that you are wrong. There's something bad about you. You were a fuck up. You were this. You were that. You weren't right. It's your problem. You have problems. It's not me. It's you. It's you. It's you. And I don't need to tell you the kind of psychological damage that does to somebody to be constantly told that there's something wrong with them and they're not right. That will damage you for your entire life, especially when it happens when you're a child. And now it's the media and government telling men that they're fuck ups and they're wrong and they're bad. So we really actually have a classical case of abuse, but it's coming from media and government corporations onto men. Um, you know, and it's, I don't see how people aren't seeing this. I don't see how people aren't upset about this. Would you want anyone, corporation or company or government, telling your child that they're a fuck up, there's something wrong with them, they're not right? But it's disgusting and wrong on so many levels. Um, but just to somewhat of my chagrin, I told you so. I told you it was happening. Nobody wanted to believe me. Um, but it's here, and this is a social dynamic we're going to be dealing with for, geez, who knows how long. They're not going to stop. That's obvious. Uh, some other company is going to do the same thing. Even after Gillette loses as much money, some company's going to do the same thing, thinking they're morally justified by doing it. Um, I just can't see how a man would have made that decision to say, yeah, let's go ahead with this commercial. I mean, they had to have like a female marketing team together on that or something. Like, it just makes no sense at all. Or how men agreed to be in that commercial unless they didn't know what it was about. Like, if they knew what the commercial was going to be about, I can't imagine a man agreeing to be in that. So, I'm sure it will come to a head and stop at some point when men get fed up enough and we've had enough, and bad shit happens. But until then, it's going to keep going. Just it's truly amazing to me. I wouldn't want to raise a child in this environment. Um, I don't even like living in it, much less raising a child in this. The secondary problem with this is, when you start blaming men and putting men down like this, then women become even more emboldened. Just here recently, this guy got in trouble because there was a group of young girls basically harassing him and his family at this mall or store somewhere, provoking him, hitting him, pushing him, harassing his family. And one of the girls pushed him again. He finally pushed her back, and she came back like she was going to swing on him, so he just knocked her out cold. Now this guy is a sexist, a racist, what a piece of fucking shit for protecting his family and his children and his wife from an obvious assault. You can go watch that video too. I think if you just search for like Asheville, North Carolina, girl gets knocked out or girl gets punched or whatever, you'll see it. These girls are surrounding him and his family like a fucking pack of hyenas, screaming and yelling, like nipping at his heels. Disgusting behavior. But this is what happens when, the society is consuming all this men are bad, men are evil shit. Uh, some women, not all, but the women that are going to want to be evil and nasty and bitchy about stuff are going to get emboldened and think they're allowed to do that stuff because they're going to buy into it too. Like, oh, well, he's just a man, he's evil. We can go harass him and his family and push him around and shit. It's going to be backlash to all this. It keeps up at the rate it's going. I imagine men are just going to arm themselves and start fucking taking care of it all because you can't continue like this. But hey, we'll see, man. We'll see. Um, yeah, it's to a T fucking abuse, and society's letting it happen. Now, I'm not saying you need to be a social justice warrior and go start a scene about it, but we need to be conscious and aware of what's going on. Jesus. What the fuck, man? it's not an environment I particularly care to live in anymore. No, that's not saying I'm gonna do anything like rash, but maybe, hey, maybe I'll move. I don't know. I don't know how much longer I can put up with it, seeing it day in and day out. Um, it's like jump started racism too. Uh, I've said on my channel many times before, I don't actually really see much racism, and I live in the South. But even me, I was attacked probably about a month and a half ago by this lady, verbally, um, just for putting air in my tires. And I guess she thought she was there first, or I didn't see her, or whatever. I apologized, told her, hey, I'll put air in your tires. I'll pay for it. It's not a big deal. I just didn't see you. My bad. Whether I was right or wrong, I don't know, but that's what I told her. I was being as polite as I could be, and she goes off on a tirade, calling me a bunch of racist shit. Just a guy trying to put fucking air in his tires at the gas station. Yeah. So, from what I can see, it is getting worse. And, yeah. Chloe, come here. Hey, come here. Come say hi to everybody. Hey, come here. Say hi. You want to say hi? But yeah, what do you do? What do you do? But yeah, watch that Gillette video. Watch that video of that girl getting knocked out after she's harassing this guy. Reading the APA stuff. It's all pretty fucked up, man.